Hello everyone, Alex Tamaki, Certified Dog Trainer, Aiken Dog Training. Today, I like to have different style, such as I like to introduce my partner. Several questions, maybe more than several. I like to ask, can I ask you your introduction, please?
Sure. My name is Julie Tamaki, partner in ADT, dog trainer and nutrition expert, dog nutrition expert.
Today, I like to ask a question. Number one, what are your dog experiences in your life?
Well, I've lived with dogs since I was 3 years old.
Wow, since 3 years. That's a long time. Nice experiences. What do you do at Aiken Dog Training?
Well, first of all, I interview dog owners who are looking to have their dogs trained for basic obedience and problem solving. Then I schedule sessions with you on their basic needs. I compile a questionnaire first during the evaluation about the dog's breed, the age, the history, and overall health before we give a dog owners a training package plan.
That's great. The evaluation, that's so important to evaluate each dog.
Yes, it is.
What did you learn about dog communication? That's our title today.
Because I was so close to all the dogs since my childhood, and at a very young age, I learned to communicate and understand dogs' body language and instinctually notice their behaviors on a daily basis.
That's a good word. Naturally learned. She learned. Great. And instinctually. That word, probably a key word today. So I'm going to ask her more detail, okay? How did you communicate with dogs? Can you talk to dogs?
Sure. It's not necessarily that I speak to them, but through my eye contact with them, I develop my own emotional feelings at the time during my interaction with the dogs, and I have developed a skill to communicate with them. Of course, I use certain short words like look at me, and I can see if they're happy or sad or excited.
That's good. Today, just a second word, key is communication, right?
Yes.
And eye contact, she said that. And body language, we're going to do. Well, that's getting more deeper and deeper. Dog training or dog communication. Okay, can you describe more kind of detail? Do you understand why a dog barking?
Well, understanding a dog's body language requires a lot of patience, and treating your own dogs first as a best friend sincerely from your heart will help them understand better. A dog's barking has many categories: excitement, happiness, frustration, and different kinds of barking, alert barking as well.
Wow, okay. So even just one bark makes a different way, different style, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she was talking about body language and barking style, barking category might be different. Good. So even categories she was talking about. That's good. Do you recognize the signs or sounds a dog makes?
Sure, you can learn anything about the signs and sounds dog makes. Just like when little children try to tell you something. They're agitated or they're happy, they make little googly sounds, but not exactly speak. But you learn to absorb what they're trying to tell you and the way they try to communicate to you. It takes practice, but if you spend enough time with them, you can really tell what they're trying to tell you.
Wow, what an experience. What a nice experience you're having. That's very good because the sign, right? And the sound, of course, include barking. So, and the body language, we are talking about pretty close, pretty deep now. Do you understand how a dog's emotional appearances, such as anger, sadness, tiredness, sickness, etc., etc. Those appeal to you?
Yes, well, I also mentioned that it takes practice and truly try to understand what your dog is trying to tell you. On a daily basis, if you do spend time with them, it comes naturally to you, but you need to make the time and try to understand them from your heart.
That's good, because today's title is Communicate with Dogs. Now, body language, eye contact, sounds, include barking, she can understand, she can share with you more. Well, how about can you understand dogs' body language overall? Maybe everything you understand, body language?
Yes, sometimes they surprise me by giving mixed signals. Either if they stare at me long enough, that means that, for instance, our Jolie, she would just stare. She never barks or whimpers or anything, but she stares at me for a long time until I feel that she's trying to tell me something. That means she wants to go outside for potty breaks.
Wow, that's kind of quick. She understands. And Jolie, one of our dogs, telling her, but no sound, just staring, just no sound, but she can understand, picks up like this. Okay, last question I'd like to ask you, how does it help your ability towards dog training overall to understand a dog's body languages or anything else?
Actually all through my own experience. People have different ways they can use different tools. They can put the little bells on their doors to have their dogs ring the bell. It's just a matter of practice. But to better understand them, it really, really takes a lot of effort on your part to try to catch what they're trying to tell you. And I help families in that way by conveying what I experienced myself and what they're trying to tell me. It's very simple, but it's just a matter of repetition, because dogs, they don't understand a big conversation, but little words like come, sit, stay, or potty. You kind of ask them, look into their eyes, then they would give a bark or stare intently at me. That's one of my experiences.
Wow, that's great experiences. Well, today's everyone understand communication with the dogs, right? Keywords is Julie evaluated dogs and naturally learned body language. Number one, body language, instinctual, right? Number two. Number three is eye contact. Of course, body language, eye contact, everything, her experience, she can tell this dog wants. For example, potty or going outside to play or even anxiety, so on and so forth. Body language and eye contact, you can learn. But communication, you need time. It takes a long time to communicate with the dogs, but become close, right? So you can understand the dog body language, eye contact, or even sound, such as barking. Okay, I hope everybody understood kind of basic communication with the dogs. Hopefully, maybe number two, near future, I'd like to share with you. Thank you so much, Julie, and participation for this interview.
Thank you for having me, and it was a pleasure to speak on behalf of all the dogs we train.
Good.
As an advocate.
Yes, great. Thank you so much. See you again at the next interview. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. What did you think about this interview? We wanted to share with everyone who has a dog or who even doesn't have a dog, but you like a dog. Communication. Couple of things she shared with us. Eye contact, body language, right? And instinctually, she learned. So those are three things. It's a long time experience. If you have it, you can do it, you can think, you can feel what exactly dog wants you to think, you to feel like it. I hope you liked this interview. You like this YouTube, please give us comment and good mark, good heart, and subscribe this YouTube video subscription. It's growing. I can talk to more people. I can share with this video to hundreds of people so they can learn more in worldwide. So please, good mark, good sign, and subscription. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye bye.